Hello everyone and welcome to the Jargus Ranger Review. This week we'll be looking at the 5th episode of Super Megaforce, Samurai Surprise. So we start the episode with Prince Vekar having another tantrum, saying the Emperor, his father, won't stand for any kind of failure. So Vera and Jargus calm down and reassure him that they'll be glorious and victorious. But on Irvine, Noah and Jake are coming out of grocery shopping together because, I don't know. But then Jake sees a motorcycle and he gets excited about how cool it looks. But then its owner shows up and asks him to step away so he can get going. And then Noah just has this amazing look on his face. Man, his actor is really doing a good performance with him this season. Because on his tablet, it turns out that it was G, the mentor from Samurai. But what he's doing there, nobody knows. So to help the prince out, the Emperor sends Megaforce as our monster of the week to help expedite the invasion. And of course the little prince freaks out, and he sends a big army down to Earth because he has his reputation to worry about and such. And this time he joins them, and he's making this big speech about how he's going to take over. And the Rangers just walk in and say, yeah, no. We're not impressed at all. And you know that's gotta annoy him. And they start off in civilian forms, more or less, and then they quickly go to Megaforce mode when all the exports start attacking. Only for a moment, and they switch to Super Megaforce mode and announce all the colors. And Vekar, he resonates my opinion and says, Super Mega, shut up, because they say Super Mega way too much. It's like they're making fun of their own show now. But with Megaforce being pretty strong, the Rangers quickly have to take out the exports to really do anything. So to start out, the team goes into Mighty Morphin mode, which means it's finally a good reason to say it's Morphin time. And they're even yelling out the names of the weapons as they use them. Just like the old days. Then he switched to Lost Galaxy and Noah jumps off to go after Vekar, but Jargus goes in to defend him. Meanwhile, the rest are trying to fight Megaforce, and he pretty much has the upper hand, to the point where they're all back into their regular Megaforce modes, instead of Super Megaforce. Why don't they just kind of abandon the old suits? They don't need them anymore. But Noah, with his blaster, tries attacking Jargus, but a few shots scratch Vekar, and he freaks out from the pain. He never knew pain could be so painful. So they retreat because the prince was in danger and supposedly damaged, so the battle kinda ends in a draw. At first I didn't know how I should feel about Vekar, but now I'm really liking him. He's a lot of fun to watch on screen. So Jake and Noah are back at Bernie's, and they're wondering how to deal with that. But then some mysterious person sits down next to him and says, get into your enemy's head, know what they're thinking and know their movements, and use that to your advantage. Turns out it's Jaden, Red Ranger from Samurai, and he orders a plain Froger. Gotta love Noah's reaction when he just had another oh shit moment when he saw him. So he hands the two a power disc to enhance their powers, giving them more advanced samurai weaponry, and it shows some past footage of them fighting with it, and when the scene shifts back, he's nowhere to be seen. So our two guys get up, walk towards Emma who are coming in the middle of trying to ask if they saw him, but they get alerted that there's another attack to fend off, so they'll have to wait. So they all disappear, and then Bernie comes back with the forward, but there's no one to get it. Oh, what a waste of money that is for him. And of course he comes with a bunch of pathetic minions for the Rangers to fight. So pathetic, the Rangers start fighting them as an unmorphed battle. And these things are really pathetic because they just knock them down once and that's it. They never come back up. Too bad it's not like the putties where they can actually be destroyed normally, or blown up, like more recent foot soldiers. But it quickly shifts to the Megaforce mode, and they all start fighting. And Jake is going on one-on-one with Megaforce, and he makes fun of the prince, to which our weekly says that he'll pay for that insolence. So the battle quickly shifts to the Super Mega modes, and Vekar, not to just run away and do nothing after being scratched, sends more exports down. And the Rangers, in a need to quickly take care of this, they each go into legend modes of multiple different Rangers, and finish them all. And for the last few, they finally used the disc that Jaden gave them to gain the advanced weaponry from Samurai. So that's used to disable Megaforce and destroy all the exports that are left. And Megaforce himself is finished by the Super Mega Saber Blast. And Vera wastes no time getting to work on this one and makes him grow. He's a tough one. He counters the Megaforce that they got last time pretty quickly. And so then G and Jaden are watching the battle on their motorcycles, because hey, they're chill like that. And that lets them power up the Megazord to become the legendary Samurai Megazord. Which is basically their Wild Force one. Transforms to have legs, and it gains a sword to attack with. So after showing off for a bit, it finishes it with a giant fire smasher, which just crushes down and destroys Megaforce instantly. And then satisfied that they're done, Jaden and G are just chatting. They say that the Earth will be fine with them defending it. And right before it ends, they get one jab at Mia's cooking. So for anyone who watched Samurai, that was a real treat. Alright, now this episode, first of all, is a huge improvement over the previous one, which was rather tame. This is the kind of thing I want to see happen regularly in this season. Rangers from the past coming back to help out the new Rangers and give them their new powers. Clearly not to the extent that Gokaiger was, but that was a completely different premise. But the potential is there for a lot of good cameos to show up. Even if it's just for an instance, it'll be very well done. Because those few shots of Jake looking astonished were just perfect to keep the whole episode going. Knowing that something big is going to happen when one of those veterans appear. I really hope a lot of the future episodes continue in this direction, because this is what I'm hoping and what I've been wanting to see since actually the start of Megaforce last year. But so far we've had a really good opening to the season, then a good follow-up, and then an okay episode, and then a good one that I hope can set the standard for the rest of the season. I mean, I am loving Vic right now. You can just tell he's spoiled and arrogant. Because I really want to see how he keeps flipping out when things keep not going his way. He's supposed to be commanding his huge army and he's acting like a damn child. And I just find it to be very entertaining like that. Though I noticed they didn't have Troy doing anything casual in this episode. Maybe because they wrote it for things to happen quickly. But I like to think he's still on his search for Robonite somewhere. Even if it's not shown or talked about on screen, you can still tell that he's very serious about it. Now what I do hope is that it's not just Noah that keeps recognizing all these old Rangers. I hope that some of the other Rangers get to meet them before Noah points out that they're the old Rangers he memorized from the iPad. Because that would just make a lot more interesting dynamic than just have him pretty much say something he can quickly get off Wikipedia, essentially. Because only he recognized the Lion Sword from before. With that being said, this was a superb episode. I really enjoyed it. And I'll see you next week for the newest one. Till then, I'm Jargus Zero, and let the power protect you. Thanks for watching.